Hey guys, in the previous video I didn't put audio. I'm sorry for that. So right now I'm going to be showing you how I make my feathers. And I hope that you enjoy it. So let's start. So I'm going to be using this tool here. This one is the one that I was using for my whole project, but also sometimes I was using this one and this one. So I'm going to show you how to make feathers with all these three tools. Let's start with the first one. So here we go. Press down and you have kind of like a tier, and then close to that one, make another one. And then try to close that part here. Second one, the same way. And then close this part. You can make two, you can make three. I always start with three. Okay, so we have the base for the feathers. Now, in between each feather, because the feathers doesn't grow in one direction all the time, they grow like in between. So for this one, the same process, and try to start in the middle of the two feathers, and this one here too. And remember, just try to close this part here. So let's make a third one just here. But for this one, I don't want the feathers going in the same direction. I don't want the feathers go always like this. I want the feathers go in different directions. So, but different direction, but in kind of like a natural way. So now, make this one with a little bit of movement. And then let's make another one here. So we have all the feathers already. So now I start doing the texture. So for the texture, I start from the middle. Remember this little edge that you make here? So I start from there to the edge of the feather. Then the same on the other side. And then again here. Always with the ones that are close to the first feathers that you make, always this one is gonna come up on the top of this one. So you can either or do this. So you pretty much make that feather going in top of that one or in the opposite direction. It's up to you. And then so we have the first two feathers. And now I start doing the same with the tortoise. I used to make each feather one by one, but that takes you a lot of time. In my Maleficent project, I was making those feathers for almost a week and then put it together. So I really enjoy making one by one, don't get me wrong, but this technique for me is faster, and if you want to finish your project in less time, just try to do this. Okay, we're almost done. It's really relaxing, believe me. Once you start doing this, you won't stop. Okay. So as you see, I finished this. So I know, guys, that I told you in my other video where I was showing the griffin that I was using snakes and then turning the snakes on the clay on the feathers. So here I'm just using a flat piece of clay, but if you want to see how I make the feathers with the snake, I can show you that really quick. So let's say that this is the snake of clay and this is the place where I want to put the snake. So let me just really quick attach this here, take off that one. So easy, the same process. I don't know if you can see. Okay, so you start making one feather, try to make the other one close to that one, but following the movement that you have already on the sculpture. And then again, but in this time, to put a little more pressure there, and then make a feather. And then from this one, you make another. And if you want to make a tiny one, you can kind of like come here and make a tiny one. And then here, make it a little longer. Another one coming from here. And the last one. So as you can see, I make already all the feathers that I want to have in this snake of clay. And now, texture. This is the best part. One ready. The other one. Let's make another one. The tiny one that I was telling you about it. Here we go. You see, you got it there. Now, other feathers. So remember, when you have the snake, start from top down, because that's the way how you are going to be building the structure here. So as you can see, you have some kind of texture here that looks like the feathers here are coming from the bottom of this one. And the same with this one. I'm sorry, I don't have a GoPro camera. I'm just using my phone, so I apologize for all the movement. I'm trying to be professional. Okay, now with the last one, you can be, if you want to, just make this a little more harder when you're making this. You can go almost touching the structure that you are using. So this one is like more strong, but it's already attached to this part here. So as you can see, this is not so difficult. And look, we have already feathers on this piece of wood. So this is with the snake, and this is on a flat surface, as you can see here. So now let's use the other tool, which is in the floor, useful. So small feathers I used to do with this one, and you just press and go up, press and go up, and then again. But in this part you go inside and then go up, inside go up, and then inside go up, inside go up, inside go up. And then you do the texture. I use these ones only when I'm working on the feathers in the face. And this is how I make the tiny feathers. And for the long feathers, which are going to be these ones, same. And again, let's use the tool and make the texture. A little difficult. Let me just put it the other way so I can make this way. It doesn't take too much time to make the feathers when you do it this way. Going to finish all the ones that are going on this direction. And now do the other one, the other direction. It's gonna be this one. See, I think that I finished. No, I'm missing this one here. And this one. Okay, so now just come back and fix this. You want to give the impression that the feathers are over each other. And that's it. That's how I make the feathers. So look. Oops, sorry. That's the feathers. This is the ones on the snake of clay. And this is the one in my project. Hope that you like it.
I see not no miss. My life, my health took on a whole new meaning when I became a father. That's why I'm a proud investor in Roman. Roman connects you with a U.S. licensed doctor to get the treatment you need, where and when you need it. Get started with a free online visit today. Get it.
Get it. Get it. Give your town a reason to celebrate.
When it's time to give away, consider the possibilities of a new motorhome from Camper Clinic 2 RV Superstore. Camper Clinic 2 has a wide selection of 4 and 4th River Class A and Class C motorhomes with no hassle, no haggle model year.
How dire things are there. We'll talk about this video with Dr. Sanjay Gupta coming up and what Italy may teach us about what may happen here. On the economic front, more impact on tens of thousands of good-paying jobs. Detroit's big three automakers announcing a temporary production shutdown. And starting Monday, the trading floors of the New York Stock Exchange.